Welcome back. Now we're at mission 18, interval 9, incursion, lapdog. Situation: replica elite soldiers and ArmCam security forces have already entered the facility. ATC's motives are unknown, but their intentions are clearly hostile. Paxton Fettel is believed to be inside as well. Alice Wade has not been recovered. Previously, we had a battle through the streets that then guided us to some kind of warehouse or abandoned facility area that had little remnants and keypads and things are seen in the ATC facility as well. And then we entered a secret passageway that then led to an elevator that brings us downwards. So now we're entering the facility of Project Origin, which is supposed to be in the middle of nowhere in some kind of hidden area within the Auburn district. They believe Paxton Fettel's inside, that Alice Wade is inside, that Harlan Wade is inside, and there's also replica elite soldiers and ArmCam security forces. Everybody is inside the secret facility that's supposed to be abandoned. It's bonkers. Mission: primary objectives are to secure Harlan and Alice Wade and to eliminate Paxton Fettel. Fear Pointman should also attempt to gather intelligence on the facility and ArmCam security's objectives at the site. So far, what we understand is that ArmCam wants to get rid of all the evidence that Project Origin even originated, because everything from the terrorism that's happening in Auburn to Fettel existing as a terrorist, for replica soldiers and the clones, everything has gone wrong. All the technology they're using gone wrong, all the experiments have gone wrong, and they want to save themselves as a weapon distributing corporation. The title of the mission, Lapdog, is referencing when someone or some type of organization is being used by another, usually used with negative connotations. When someone is another person's lapdog, it tends to mean they are not willing to harm the owner, but are also helpless in making their own decisions away from the owner, as a dog that always sits on someone's lap would be like. It brings up the idea similar to how an evil villain will hold a dog or a cat in their lap as they are doing their evil plans, like in a James Bond movie. So, someone here is being used by another, is unable to harm their owner, and I think that lapdog in particular is either Pointman or Fettel with Alma. Or maybe everyone with Alma, since she's essentially gathering everyone here in her little underworld. And speaking of underworld, notice how we went down into an underground layer to find Project Origin. This is below the surface, hidden, and into the depths of the city, with a long history of being hidden through areas that are seen as abandoned. To access Alma and her origin point, we must go through areas people have forgotten, people have abandoned, and society is ignoring. That bit of symbolism is on point with Japanese horror, due to their type of horror being about how modernity causes more problems for us, and how kami, the nature spirits, are being ignored. I think the symbolism sort of wanders around and dissipates after the main setup, but we'll see as we venture in this Hades, this realm of hell with our very own witch goddess thing pulling the strings. Down the elevator we go. Oh. Again with these turrets? You know what that means. Someone's controlling them. And it's most likely that Peter Griffin looking Mapus character. What's it aiming at? Whoa. I like it when boxes fly from bullets. Almost made it. This place is pretty dangerous because there's a lot of explosives around. I mean, it's not like these things have a big blast radius, but it's annoying losing health for no reason. A weird alcove with computer servers for no reason. Now that there's turrets, I feel like there's going to be only turrets, so I have to watch the ceiling. Yep. Wait a minute. Get rid of this one. Ooh, good. I could hit him, but he couldn't hit me. More ammo of what I just used. It's not like this is a bad area, but a bit disappointing for what is supposed to be something new. This game seems to have only 3 environments with 4 locations, which makes the vault appear like a mix of water plants and the corporate building, and maybe a little bit of urban decay apartments. I feel like this is an okay shortcut. Gonna be turns down here, are there? Okay. Oh, this was the correct way. Let's go back, just in case there's something missing. Gonna need all the health ups and reflex boosters we can use. Yeah, it's 2025, so you know we need all the boosters we can we can get. There better be something good at the end of this event. It was only remote grenades? That's all? What a ripoff. Exploring is a gamble when the developers are jokesters. You either get upgrades or a pathetic whammy. What's it called? The one from Let's Make a Deal? I got zoinked. Whoa, that's a lot of guys. This is also a really strange tunnel. Like the one Austin Powers tried to back up that long cart and got stuck. Haha, you missed. Oh wait, what was this tunnel even for? This is like a walkway that ends in some locked room of various laboratory contraptions.
You okay?
There's still more?
I need backup!
Every time you're fully exposed, at least one bullet hits you. But it's an obnoxious bullet that homes in like a heat-seeking missile.
He's here!
Aw, I thought I was gonna be flying forward or something. Nice explosions, though.
Do something about him. I'm not finished wiping these drives. I need more time.
Oh, that's Mapes. He's trying to wipe those drives with those fat fingers of his. We have plenty of time. He needs more time just because he dropped one on the ground. He's too fat to pick it up. Ah, I can't reach. Ah, crap, it's Point Man. Coming to interfere with my wiping. Ah, jeez, of all the days to break my rag on a stick. Tries every fat guy tactic in his arsenal.
Heads up!
I've done everything. Tried leaning back, leaning forward, getting on the ground.
This one! Ah!
Ooh. I love the sound of really juicy headshots. This game has it with the heavies, but other games have a nice helmet ping to it. I forgot what game had a splat. I think it was Red Dead Revolver? Game developers, make your headshots as juicy as possible. Thank you. At least a little something to say, hey, congratulations, you hit the head. I thought I was alone to use the laptop, but no. Like when you're in the bathroom and your cat barges in, unannounced.
Fallen origin. The genetic reference they use for the program is apparently powerful psychic. Makes sense. If you want a telepathic commander, you need a telepath. Anna was a woman. It says here she gave live birth to the prototypes. Seems Wade wasn't convinced the psychic characteristics were genetic. He figured there was a better chance they'd be passed along if the fetus gestated inside the subject. So they put her in a coma, made her carry a genetically engineered baby to term, then induced labor. It's pretty fucking sick.
That's essentially the background story of Alma Wade in a nutshell. She was put into a coma, and she was forced to induce labor. What they didn't add is that she was rather young. I think she was underage or something. And they put like all this genetic material inside of her. Forcefully. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but the genetic thing is interesting. Showing an ancestral curse to the matter. In Asian cultures, we always had something involving the family, which carries down. Which is why dishonoring the family is a big deal. When you dishonor the family, you curse the family, and because Harlan Wade tries to stick to his psychic daughter, we see the downfall of the entire family, mostly due to it being a greedy corporate reason. Although I forget if he actually loves Alma or just wants to use and abuse her. I think we see that at the end of the game. If we don't, maybe it's in the second game? Who is knowing with this wacky series? Ah, this is where he was, and he was cooking himself some dinner, apparently. Maple style.
Norton, do you really think you can get rid of the evidence by shredding documents and wiping hard drives? Genevieve Aristide dug her own grave, and she's going to have to make herself comfortable in it. So don't be a fucking lapdog and jump in after her.
Ooh, I like that. That's where the whole lapdog thing comes in. So Mapes is acting as a lapdog, a loyal one, for Genevieve, who wants him to remove all the evidence. Genevieve, the CEO.
He's over here!
Or what is she? The president of Armacam? Wow, president. I don't say this enough, but the game is all about tragedy and Freudian downfall.
I need help!
Yeah, the amount of tragedy behind this whole story is ridiculous. For the company, for the girl. For Point Man being an experiment, for the city itself being abandoned. The mentality they put behind this first game was amazing. Because this is exactly what a corporation would do if they were caught with such horrific crimes against humanity. Especially an arms dealer. I think the biggest tragedy is that the game didn't expand beyond the Alma plotline. We could have had a Western version of Resident Evil, but no. They had to make everything so fucking pointless with the sequels. And to be fair, Resident Evil is designed like an arcade game, while this isn't. But come on, at least make a fierce slot machine. For some reason, the particle gun's not that good against these turrets. Like the penetrator is way better, and I don't need to worry about wasting shots. I think it's a factor of fire rate. You know, DPS. Dicks per sucking. Ooh! Reflex! How much ammo? Oh crap, where'd it go? I think it's sunk into the ground.
It's gonna blow!
Oh no, Norton put foil in the microwave again. Well, while they're occupied with that, I'm gonna go this way. I appreciate the split routes of every mission, or I guess most missions. Makes it less like a hallway simulator and more like a multi-route hallway simulator. Let's try it out. Back to where I came from. Are there 2 ways to go? Let's put my particle beam theory to the test and see how many shots it takes to beat this ceiling gun. If I can get a shot in. Ooh, I could barely see it. It doesn't feel like I'm hitting it, but trust me, it's hidden. 3 shots for this one? Oh my god. These things are pretty strong. It's like fighting 3 dudes wrapped into one, I guess. Whey protein, so they don't lose their muscle mass while they're doing accounting stuff.
Fire in the hole!
Did he throw the grenade? Or did he mean fire in the hole like he ate too much of Dave's hot chicken? Is he dead? Is he not dead? Oh, he's dead.
He's over here!
Ah!
Take cover!
Ooh. It's only Mapes. For a second there, I thought it was Godzilla in a bright purple jacket.
He's coming! What good are you jack-offs? Forget this, the vault is open. Let's finish what we came for.
You know, somebody had to motion cap that Fat Man run. I'm very sure it was a normal-sized human, just in a fat guy suit.
You alright?
Does he sound alright?
This way!
I love that in old games when people would die some horrific death and scream bloody murder, and then somebody goes, "Hey, you alright?" My favorite version of that will always be in Shaolin Monks when that monk gets cruelly killed by Barhaka. And every orifice gets ripped a new one by his arm blades. Ooh, I just saw a red mist over there. Like somebody sneezed into a pile of cumin.
Close it!
Or like when someone blarted, you know, like when you shart and blood comes out too. I never had that happen, yet. But I assume that's what happens when chicks wear period pads. Or when you have too many hemorrhoids. Like they're stacked up on top of each other. I'm sorry, that was just disgusting. It wasn't even trying to be funny, just gross. Fat bastard, the thought of you blarding on a birthday cake is just gross. Actually, yeah, now that I think of it, these guys suck ass. They're not a challenge at all. Why would they put the easiest guys at the end of the game? Or is it a way to have, like, weaker guns and you have to... No, I saw the assault rifle. He was not aware, so he died right away.
Stay on your toes.
And wiggle your nose.
He's here! Get down! Oh!
Oh, yes. I just got a eureka moment. Their outfits are very reminiscent of the guards from Elfen Lied. When they're trying to shoot that girl with the purple hair. Or, what does she have, pink hair? This area looks very similar to that too. Looks like more are coming. Kind of funny that I get through the game so deep and I don't realize it until now. I think I mentioned the anime before in an earlier episode, but I didn't realize the guards look just like them, with the blue hat and everything. All we need are flying pens to kill people. Let's check out what porno this Disney Vault has.
I figured out what a synchronicity event is. There was an incident where they lost control of Fettel. He just suddenly started freaking out. He was only about 10 years old at the time, but I guess he killed a few people. In the investigation, they discovered that there had been a telepathic link between Fettel and Alma, even though she was in a coma. They concluded that she was influencing him. That must have been when they pulled the plug on Origin.
So Fettel killed a bunch of people during the synchronicity event. And that's why they pulled the plug on Origin. Specifically, Fettel. I saw that, you're sitting on mines now. I have a feeling this place is gonna explode here and there. We're probably super far underground now. Deep in the underworld of this corporate hellscape. As we get deeper into this facility, it starts to look more like tunnels and pipes. Like a sewer. What in the hell was that? Did you have one of those little toys that goes, Mama? This tunnel leads to a gate that's locked for no reason. And I guess everyone has to jump up here to reach the vault. I still can't tell if this is the main way or some kind of detour. It all looks so stupid. Like they built this path around the sewer. It's hard to miss these mines when they have this big blinding red blinking light. I'm sure they forced me to shoot, which forces the fire to activate, which then forces me to look for a valve that shuts it off.
It's over there.
In other words, filler. Oh, what the? Did he explode? He made some kind of sound like a bag of chips bursting in his pocket. Here's a valve. Is this back to where that one thing was? Wait a minute, where am I? I see dead bodies, so I must have been here before. But these tunnels all look alike. I remember that medikit. Must be Asian tunnels. Did I just go in one big circle? Here, this way? Oh, I think they wanted me to go this way. Now there's a ladder behind this weird butt plug pipe thing. A booster. So I feel like this is the wrong way now.
Car pileup on Maricopa Route 5 when a completely chromed motorcycle entered traffic, apparently blinding several motorists. This is Radio Free Cronus broadcasting everywhere all the time to everyone. Be good, be safe, be happy. This is Radio Free Cronus.
Whoa. The objects are dancing to the music like in the end of Beetlejuice. What the hell did I walk into? What is this place? Is this Japanese song supposed to be in relation to the cowboy? Apparently, this is a theme song from Shogo, the first game from Monolith that was inspired by the real robot mecha genre. Later on, they made another game called The Operative, No One Lives Forever, which was supposed to be a sequel, but turned into a 60s spy-fi game to appease publishers. A lot of what was scrapped from The Operative channeled into this game right here, Fear, which is why there are mechs. As for the cowboy with weird code, I have no idea. And now I'm lost. I don't think that we're at the vault yet, and now Mapes is missing again. He scurried off to smash hard drives with Hillary. We basically did nothing in this episode except for get lost and loosely connect like 3 different games with an Easter egg that pretends it's the way out. Like, when I see a valve, I expect the game to need me to go that way. Why else would they put a valve puzzle? But here, nope. Just for a random room that drops a SoundCloud mixtape straight out of Tokyo. It's a nice song, don't get me wrong, but it feels misplaced when this is specifically the mission with no mecha robots and no clones and no nothing. No Alma, just empty pipes. Alright, back on track. Half of this level is going to be me lost again, isn't it? Turning a 10-minute mission into 30. Top secret. Is that another spy reference? With my favorite spoof film. Where does this ladder send me? A broom closet? Oh, this is the area from the beginning when I went up the ladder. I had to do a giant reach around for absolutely no reason. And they put it here just to make fun of me. Good thing it's closed off. I would have walked on through and end up back at the beginning. Let's squeeze on through here. More pipes. The music's still playing? Well, down we go.